Tirico and Greg Olson. Glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go from Gillette Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Sanders on third down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest and catch.
That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 2. Again, it's Sanders. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Throwing again is Sanders. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Sanders going to throw again. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 36 yards.
First and goal, Miami.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
That one, taken in. Isaac to Sloan. Touchdown, Miami. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with a touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Patriots, nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Here comes 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Patriots ready for the punt. Jaquan Jackson deep to return. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Dolphins offense and running back Cam Scalaboo headed out for their next possession. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Side and into the hands of Tisla. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and a long way to go.
A gain of 7 yards.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and long.
The Patriots offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. David Collins in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
To throw is Bajan. He'll step up and run. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
4th down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team. Meet him. Bring him down. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st. In trouble, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That's taken in left side by Smith. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Shador.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, and on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This is taken at the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Patriots offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. He keeps it himself, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's a handoff to Warren. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Patriots. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
Jalen Warren. That's a gain of 10. Brings up third.
Here's Patriots. Open man. That's Slayton. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beat. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw. Pages. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And that's a heck of a return right there. He's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. As Shador on first down. And a caught right side, it's Franklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 34, here's second and 4.
At the Patriots' 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I could go on and on about the offensive line breakdowns with this pass protection, and it's been flat-out brutal. And let's give some credit to the other side of the ball. They came in not only motivated to make a statement, but with a great game plan, and so far they've executed it to a T.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
are through one. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try to go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's a big hit for the Patriots. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Second and 10. Throwing Bajan. He'll step up and run this. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Bajan now. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Patriots. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Jaquan Jackson on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
49-yard gain. And the Dolphins 1st down.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
A run straight ahead, that's Scattaboo. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, and it will set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Personal foul, roughing a kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we'll check in with our referee. They get the Alabama man, the former first-round pick, J.C. Latham. On play action, Shador. Big Sheldon Rankins. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now, Shador. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Sanders to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Beaton. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. That helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
Now, faking the give. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for New England. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scalaboo. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Go to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Sanders. This throw left side for Tasman. He's got it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Now it's Sanders. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Carson's Messenger there on the stop. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 7. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Foxborough after this. Second and 7. To throw is Bajan. That's Tyler Warren, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Agent. Right back to Warren again. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Bajan. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
15 yards on the play. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Incomplete. Brings up a
third down. They'll set up to throw. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down. First and 10.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now
Back to throw. Stages. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. Warren will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Pats make the lead 4. It is 17-13. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Sanders will throw it to the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. It's made right side by Iomanner. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Dolphins, first down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins cut the deficit down to 1.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And it's Malik Neighbors. He was a tough man.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and we'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 4.
Penix on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Man in motion here is Washington. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. David Collins in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6.
On third down, Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Oh, Bishop from the secondary, able to record the sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. On play action, Shador. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Crazy. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Patriots offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Milton Williams getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Dolphins offense, and Shador Sanders getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Shador. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, Scattaboo.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
The but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
That's good for a Patriots.
On play action, Penix. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13 yards pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And a lefty Penix on. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous stop. Looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down.
That's another.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. The big guys are on. Jumbo set here for 1st and goal. Here's Warren. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd down, Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last... These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the... Get one more.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Warren, touchdown New England. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled the season output. He now has 4. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankin. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season. From the gun, it's Sanders. The ball comes out, and the Patriots are going to recover. In the but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
He'll try to power ahead with the car. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
8 yards.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. The zone read, this is Penix. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here comes the jet sweep. Did a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short gain.
Holland on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up
From the gun, here is Penix. This pass, great stop. Going to be caught by Addison. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Warren. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Leads to 2nd.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Now Penix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense to get the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, New England. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Daniel Carlson.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. We'll try to establish some tempo. So we'll start this one with 1st and 10. That's right side and into the hands of Tisserand.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Dolphins.
And Stewart on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Sanders. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw again is Sanders. This one complete. It's to Smalls. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. He'll go. It's Scalaboo. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, this didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
They run out of the gun with Warren. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. And Penix will try and get there on the ground. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
That's good for our Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They run on the jet sweep. Now after the play, it'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and 2. Here we go. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. David Collins. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Sanders. That's caught by Tesla. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that two-game losing streak. They'll run the toss with Warren. Finding space at the 15. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And the Patriots first down.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Third down, they need 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Patriots. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scattergood. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. And he's able to get it up to the 37-yard line.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Scattergood. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down.
First down.
1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
From the shotgun is Sanders. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a season.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but...
And he will score! Isaac Toslar! Touchdown, Dolphins! 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least they'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Patriots offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll put Addison in motion. From the gun, it's Penix. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll look to pick it up with Tootin. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run it right here with Warren. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion is Warren. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last 2 plays are a great example why.
So it's a win for the Patriots, and it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.